All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the start of a new series that I'll be posting over the course of this and next week since district season is starting for a lot of people. And I know that people are kind of looking for a last minute update on the meta, especially now that CBI is done. There's been a little bit of interesting innovations, and yeah, today we're gonna start off. I think I'm gonna try to do smaller, chunked videos for like Anarch, Criminal, all of the runner factions and all of the court factions. And yeah, today, like kicking it off from the left side, is Anarch. So I'm just kind of going to go and spitball ideas based on the current situation of all of the all of the runners. So we have as a Hosh Loop. He doesn't exist. They don't exist. Seb, which is okay. Seb is good. Doesn't exist. Rotation, 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 rotation. Oh, are they sorted now? Oh, that's convenient. Okay, perfect. So kicking it off with Eza. Eza was surprisingly good at Worlds. Well, Davs was unsurprisingly good at Worlds, and they played a kind of half reg ish Eza with Matrioskas, leveraging the fact that Eza is is yes really hard to kill. I'm gonna fuck up some pronouns in these videos. It's inevitable. Um, with Hippocampic and Marrow and all of that stuff. Two things changed since then. Matryoshka is no longer with us, and it's a lot less of a kill meta. It's a lot more of a tempo meta, if that makes sense. And most importantly, Alco is still very, very good. And the Alco decks are no longer playing false lead, end of the line stuff that you could survive by just having a bunch of cards in hand. They are usually trying to score or fast advance a lot more aggressively, which means that Eza's ability kind of just feeds Alco counters a lot of the time because unfortunately, if you read Alco, whenever you do damage or trash one or more cards, this trash one or more cards means that they can just like sabo whatever they want from HQ and keep getting Alco counters when the AD triggers, which is really bad. I know from experience because I was playing as some sort of spicy ice destruction as a thing for CBI that I never posted because it was bad and I it wasn't even this list. I updated it since, but it's still bad. I'm not gonna talk about my list. Anyways, Eza. Is it possible to make Eza work? Yes. There are like regish versions of Eza that can work. Is it better than doing something else? That's a tougher question. Begemot is good into brands and BTL, but um, I don't know. Like anytime I look at these kinds of lists, it's like this at the end of the day, for my take, just ends up feeling like a weird hosting where you might get some equity into slow matchups, but like you don't get like the Alco matchup is just like so bad that it pushed me off of any everything Eza until either Alco gets hit or anything else changes for Eza. So that's Eza. Hosh. There is a lot of Hosh to talk about. Or well, I guess like we will kind of discuss the entire reg shell, which we'll kind of re-encounter with Loop afterwards. But Hosh is kind of the Anarch ID. There's pretty much like two houses, two styles, let's say. The kind of reg Hosh, where we play very very similar lists where we play Keiko and Gachapons to just find our companions ASAP, like one of each companion, double twinning, and usually a very efficient rig of Bodsaw, Echelon, Rising Tide, alongside leeches. Yep, for both ends. Well, yeah, both ends. Like I'm just picked up two random good lists from CBI. Um, and the thing is, there's really like the flex spots for Hosh are so small. It's like how many nukas do you run? How many clean getaways do you run? Are you on creative commission? Are you on like some other kind of money? But I would say that like Hosh is like if you're playing a reg Hosh with a normal rig with leeches and fermenters, like do you play Botulus or not? Do you play other things? For example, we were on the price for CBI, which turned out to be quite good just because the meta was so fast, even though personally is like you lose a little bit of value because you have a lot of like wands, you have a lot of stuff that you don't love to install. You can hit events, so I was a bit of a price doubter, but I turned out to be wrong. So price good. Not sure what they what this list is doing, but it's like same thing. It's like okay, you're Botulus, you're half Gourmand, and the plan is just you sit around, you charge twinning, you sometimes you press like a funny Eru button. Sometimes you don't press the Eru button. All we were both on direct access. Direct access surprisingly alright at the moment. Really messes with Leo because of course turns off their ID, as well as not being able to be staff run. We were kind of thinking that some sort of rig shoot ob could be good, hence why we were respecting it with like one direct access, one simul chip. Direct access stops ob from doing like the Stavka Hafren thing where you just get rig shot. And the simul chip also helps in case, random damage stuff. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much Reg Hosh. Um, this write up is great by Viljums. Congrats again. Sixth at CVI and the newfound member of Scrubs from Worlds. It's great to see that like we have so many good players flocking to us and just loving to hang out. And the other kind of elephant in the room is vampire and like all of the offshoot vampire decks. Um, Vampire as a concept is just I wouldn't say it's just mulch, but it is pretty much the idea that you can play an oversized mulch like deck and bling will somehow just get you to see all of the cards that you need to, which is a really cool idea. A lot of scrubs brought mulch at CBI, me included, and we were doing some Hermes stuff that we kind of cooked after seeing Man in the Moon experiment with Hermes a little bit, and it was really good. But sometimes, like, you were really struggling to get through your deck. Whereas this is just balls to the wall, three price, three bling, Lago. We just want to grab our deck, slam it in the heap as hard as we can, buffer drive to keep us going, recycling strike funds and steel skins for Audrey. And at some point, if we ever run out of gas, we ashen. And yeah, you just grind the corp out of resources pretty much. Um, One fencer, two paladin. There's no expensive things to play with Mystic or the other companions, so it makes sense. And we will see this with Seb as well. That like Anarch right now is either kind of this regish. I am gonna play with my 5 Rezekis plus my ID dripping a bajillion credits every turn, and I am just gonna either remote lock you, or if you're an asset deck, I'm gonna trash every single important thing and have enough money to clear oppos and stuff like that. and there's like we're just gonna money war. And on the other side, it's like, okay, now this is not this is not a debate. This is now a knife fight. We're gonna be at zero credits. It's gonna get scrappy. Like vampire, you will be face checking whatever you want anytime you want, as long as the corp spends money. You're you're making smart runs. Like stuff is probably going all right. You're getting your auto counters. You can work at a surprisingly low number of credits considering everything. You have a lot of zeros. You have a lot of cost cheating in the deck, and yeah, the deck is just very very fun. From the vampire shell, I think there have been a few things that are really really cool. Starting from Baramu, which is pretty much playing, well, 57 cards. This is even bigger deck, um, which could be good, could be right, could be wrong. I think the maybe more refined version is down to a measly 52 cards. I really like this version, where it's kind of keeping the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Because red team is something you can price into, and it has a lot of credits on one card, and it fixes a lot of your stuff, and you can just red team every turn and to just face check stuff, and even if it's unsuccessful, you don't lose anything. So it kind of works with the vampire plan of just running stuff and seeing what happens. And yeah, I played a few games of this, and I think definitely a good contender. I would say that about does it for Hosh stuff. Thinking if there's anything else, but most things can just really be, described by this idea as like either I'm all with five Rozekis playing the most efficient value engine possible Eurogame simulator, or I'm just grinding the corp out of resources by hammering every server, forcing every res, making stuff happen. And it's a very very both are fun. I'm a mulch enjoyer myself, but I've been known to play reg at times as well. So Hosh, that's Hosh. Loop. Loop is in a weird state of flux. Like Loop pretty much in Loop has some dedicated Loop enjoyers who I respect just for the grind. But other than that, Loop, I just feel is some sort of response where assets come back around in the meta, and people don't know what to do, and it's like a very easy response to is like, okay, assets are back in the meta and you don't know what to do. Play Loop, play a badge, play a fencer. Something will happen. You will win games. This of course, Cold Lava, 14th at CBI. I can't speak badly of this, but it's like you take these, it's already 46 cards. We're not leveraging the minimum deck size that much. It's like, ah, could this be Kosh? Maybe, maybe not. And it's addressed is like right now corps are going very very fast, and they're like, okay, set up my Trank Grid, okay, set up my random assets, okay, here's my Zvigator. And being Loop is just kind of being like both of the good things that Hosh does at the same time. And so yeah, that's that. I would say the faster the meta goes, the better Loop is. The slower, mid-rangey, grindier the meta goes, the better Hosh is. And right now the meta is pretty fast, so Loop good. This is pretty much a ice destruction mulch deck. This is pretty much what we were playing at Worlds, actually. If you cut out a couple things to make space for Hermes, except it's in Loop. Yeah, that's it. And all the thing is with all loop decks is they kind of are, of course, located around the Audrey engine. There's people who make it fit into 40 cards, but it's like it's really hard to make mulch fit into 40 cards, and you lose so much like good stuff that you need to play, want to play. So I'm a bit of a looped outer, but I mean, if you're expecting a fast meta, if you're expecting assets, you're expecting people to rush out behind cheap ice, like loops the way to do it. More power to you. Rio doesn't exist because Banker is banned. Sad. Maybe we'll get Banner, like an AI version of Banner, just for Rio or something like that. Um, but right now, yeah, Rio is not good. Last but not least, because Topan is also not real. Don't at me. Um, is Seb. Seb is good. Eden is good. Mortivore is good. The people who play Seb are good. Analyze Chris, also good. Now, Seb is one of those decks where it's like literally 40. Oh no, I didn't even realize Eden bubbled out. But EMEA sucks. Okay. Where like 40 plus cards are just locked in. It's like you cannot play without the same 40 cards in the 43 cards in the deck. It's like everyone's on the Three Devil Charmed crew, like all of the good tag stuff, all of like one offs. There is like the only question is, do you play three amanuenses? Do you play three badge? Do you two badge? No amanuensis. It's like, oh, okay, marrow, cause we don't want to get killed. But it's like amanuensis. I think even here, uh, Chris underestimated the power of amanuensis because right now kill is kind of on a downturn. Marrow, there was like Marrow Seb, Marrow Hosh when people were really like all in on just killing the runner. But I think right now also two praxis. Two praxis is kind of crazy, no? Okay. Well, this is already kind of breaking the rules of like everything is set in stone with two praxis because that's like the Seb card. But hey, fucking I'm not fourth at CVI, so I should shut up. Um, and yeah, Mortivore again, other incredible human being, super chill guy. We had him at the Scrubs house for Worlds. He made top carded Worlds as well, absolutely, and won the New Year's Showdown. Absolute has been on a tear with Seb. Actually, killed me at the New York Showdown, at the New Year Showdown. Yeah, I remember. And yeah, it's just Seb good stuff. We're applying the same mulchy vampy rules from before, where we just run everything as hard as we possibly can, make the corp spend their money, and once they're close to bottoming out, we make them bottom out. We force them to time walk themselves by clicking for 3 credits. We have our good engine. We're drawing cards, gaining credits, kicking ass every single turn. And yeah, Seb, once it gets going, once it has you in a headlock, you're not getting out anytime soon. So expect some respect archives and expect to be grounded down. You need a lot of econ, and you need to really be careful. You can lose games because you misplace one ice into Seb, and they just run you over. So I guess an interesting consideration is Seb better or worse than Vamp? Good question. I don't feel qualified to respond to that. I would say Seb does have a tendency of being locked out a little bit because they are like no botulus. Like once they're out of charms, they can't get into archives. Like if they can't get into archives and you purge, they have no leech, they have no Audrey. they need to like ashen into action and try to like get some crews back or something like that. Whereas like Vamp can kind of has an easier start restarting the engine. So yeah, like Seb probably more abusive if just like on a purely aggression basis they can just keep you down for a longer time and in a crappier place. Mulch can probably survive and it's harder to lock out fully, I would say. That's my take. That's my having not thought about this at all. 0% hot take. And with that, we are done with Anarch. Yeah, Thomas is not. Yeah, Thomas. Topan is not real. Rio's not real, unfortunately. And that's the current state of Anarch in I don't know how many minutes, but yeah, I'll see you soon.